So lighter-skinned women gave black women a compliment, and let's see how it was received.
Most of black women knew, like, you don't gotta wear wigs to be beautiful. You don't have to wear eyelashes to be beautiful. Like, eyebrows. Like, you don't need all that. You're beautiful, like, just the way you are. And that's not black girl magic either. Black girl magic is natural. Like, it looks way better.
Yeah, I also think that they've talked themselves into, and they can't talk themselves out of. I think they know that being natural and being with no makeup and all this stuff is beautiful, but they've been told and they've been shown, like, this is beautiful.
They've just been
so
shown
they can't
over
get
and over.
their
And they
mind
just
off
want
of
to fit
it.
in. They just want to fit in.
That's true.
I mean, that's what everybody's doing, right?
Because even like we've never grown up with wigs. We've never grown up with fake eyelashes. And in our minds, we know natural. You know, we know
We've
it's
always
beautiful.
been natural, right?
We know.
Right.
And do you want to know what I wish? I wish that everyone would leave black women the fuck alone.
So clearly this black woman saw the clip, and instead of listening to the message, she decided that she would take offense to the message. And I say decided because it is a decision on whether or not you want to take compliments as something other than what they are. But she took this compliment as something other than what it was and turned it into the argument of everyone needs to leave black women alone. Now, when people say that, I agree with them. People should not be targeting and harassing black women en masse. However, what tends to happen is light-skinned and mixed women are often scapegoated. Black women make sure to use mixed and light-skinned women as punching bags for all of the different issues that they face. And this is why I decided to make this video. So let's listen to what else this woman has to say.
I hate when people have these conversations about black women because it is done often. Black women are the only ones that get talked about for wearing wigs when literally everyone wear wigs, or weaves when everyone wear weaves. And it's demonized. It's seen as ghetto.
So the first point that I want to make is that black women wearing wigs, weaves, hair extensions, lashes, and nails, that in itself is not what's being viewed as ghetto. Being ghetto is attached to how someone speaks, how they conduct themselves, their behavior, their mannerisms. That's what's viewed as ghetto, not solely the hair or the nails or the lashes. There are, however, some styles that are viewed as ghetto regardless of how the person behaves who's wearing it. Another point that was made is that black women are the only ones that are demonized and vilified for wearing wigs and weaves. And I agree with that statement. However, who is the one doing the demonizing and vilifying? It isn't mixed women.
When black women do things like wear braids, but somehow when you put it on a skinny white woman, it's high fashion. And I hate that y'all don't talk about how we got here, how we got to the point where a lot of black women are uncomfortable with their natural hair. We don't talk about the fact that black women are the only ones who had laws, actual laws created to prevent us from wearing our natural hair. And I know some of you are going to say, well, that was so long ago. It's not that long ago. It really is not that long ago. And things are passed down. Those same traumas, those same things. So those women who were legally prevented from wearing their natural hair, who were not allowed to love their hair, and when they did love their hair, they were penalized. There were laws literally created against them. Let's keep in mind that the Crown Act, what is the Crown Act, you ask? It was a law passed that would prevent black women or black people from being discriminated against based on their hair and how they choose to style their hair. Because guess what? That's the thing that was and is still happening. The fact that young men and young women are being expelled or suspended from school for wearing an afro or having locks versus their counterparts. It wasn't until about, I want to say 2 years ago, where we could wear our natural hair in a puff, where the uniform regulations include natural textured hair. So before that, it wasn't allowed. And then before that, twists weren't allowed. 2-strand twists were not allowed. Locks were not allowed. So now when y'all keep having these conversations about why aren't black women comfortable with wearing their hair, I don't know. It could be the laws that were created that prevented us from doing so.
So another thing that I want to talk about is how people try to make this argument sometimes like it's illegal to wear their natural hair, which isn't entirely true. It's illegal to wear certain styles that could interfere with you wearing a uniform hat, or certain styles that interfere with you wearing a helmet. It's also illegal in some jobs, or I should say against the rules, to wear hairstyles that may be longer than your collar, or perceived as not necessarily neat and close to the head. You have to wear your hair very tightly to your head, and you shouldn't leave out parts of your hair which could be grabbed onto or which could catch onto machinery. So this is kind of like a fallacious argument where, like, oh, I have to wear a wig because my hair is illegal. Like, your hair is not illegal. It's the particular styles which people are wearing. We also want to talk about how, you're getting backlash, not necessarily for always wearing wigs, but for wearing wigs that look like other women's hair. Okay, so if you've got other groups of women who have certain hairstyles that they're wearing, and those are the only styles of wigs that you're getting, the question is going to be asked, why don't you feel comfortable wearing your own style? Why don't you feel comfortable portraying your own type of unique beauty to the world? Then you also have the issue of many of the hairstyles being super outrageous just because black people tend to be very creative. So with that creativity comes a level of fantasy, and some people are going to look at that as maybe attention seeking. It's going to be outrageous to them, but then other groups of people obviously are going to capitalize on that. So I personally would never look down on people for wearing outrageous hair, but what I say is there's a time and place for everything. And some people, they just don't care about time and place. I'm not going to say it's black women, but some people don't care about time and place. So those people are always going to be called out for that, because everybody else is just, doing their job, humglum, dreary. And then here comes somebody with some outrageous hairstyle or clothing or something else, and other people are going to pick up on either that you're attention seeking, or maybe they just think you're very creative, or that it's just outrageous and out of place. So that's the last argument I'm going to make on that.
It's the fact that y'all are not having the conversation should be around the things that happen to us, the laws that were passed to put us in this position, why people hate seeing black women love on themselves, and that now, as black women navigate natural, as black women navigate learning themselves, we should have space for them to do all of it. Because I don't need you to tell me that I look good without makeup, I look good without lashes, I look good in my natural hair. I know that. But guess what? I also like all those other things. And it's okay for us to like those things. So I really, really dislike when y'all come on the internet, or people come on the internet and they be like, I just wish black women know. We know. We know. We don't need y'all to tell us. And if you yourself don't like makeup, you don't like lashes, don't wear it. No one is forcing you to wear it. And if as a man, you just feel like you need to come tell black women what they should and should not wear, and what you prefer and what you don't prefer, see, it's plenty of women that don't do it. Go find them. Go find them.
So I think this last section was a lot of mixed messages. I really don't like this talking point where she's telling black men to go find women who love being their natural selves. That is not a good talking point at all. I don't like it. And I feel like these are the same women who will then complain that these men are choosing other races of women. So that's a very lame talking point. I also didn't like this talking point about how people hate to see black women loving themselves and being happy. Like, no one cares if you love yourself. That's the reality of this world. People only care about themselves. So thanks for watching the entire video, and let me know what you think in the comment section below.